Singing ooh ee ooh ah,
Ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah, ting tang walla walla bing bang. Bum 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 bum.
I don't really know the rest of it. The first time I heard that song was the Rugrats movie?
Oh yeah, that's
Where
right.
they-
The Rugrats
Where they
movie.
bumped
Yeah.
into the Wild Thornberrys. Was that the same one?
I think there were 2 or 3 Rugrats movies. There was there was Rugrats in Paris. I think was a film, wasn't it, as well as
Yeah,
a
that
game?
was yeah.
Yeah, didn't it come on an orange VHS?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but then there was also the one where there was like the Reptar car thing that they drove into the
I
woods.
don't think I watched that one.
They got
Oh,
lost.
maybe it was. Yeah, they get lost and then they bump into Nigel.
No, that's a
Thornbury.
different one though. Because
Oh.
I've not seen the one with the
Peter,
crossover.
could you lower your microphone a bit? I think you're talking into the. Just like get that middle bit and just loosen it and
That's
bring
it.
it down a bit.
Grab it by the shaft and
There
give it a
you go.
twist. You just dumped the entire contents of your microphone stand on your lap.
Whoops.
Are you okay?
That's not.
Are you all right?
Lefty loosey? Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
that
that's-
looked painful.
Are you okay?
Okay, yeah.
How are you feeling, Peter?
Oh, that's why.
Yeah,
That's a bit low.
That's it. You can do it.
Okay.
We'll start as soon as you're ready.
Yeah,
Okay, don't forget to pick up your pup shield off the floor.
Yeah.
I've got it.
Yeah, you got him?
Yeah,
Good team.
Well
Yeah,
done.
and now just slide that boy on.
yeah.
That's it. All the way in.
Oh, that's good sound.
That was
Yeah.
smooth. Smooth operator.
Anyway, no, that was a different film.
Yeah, I thought it might
Okay,
be.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, we ready to start?
Yeah.
We are.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Podiots, the official podcast of the Vidiots. I suppose I
Still.
shouldn't really say YouTube channel, should I? It's just Vidiots. It's
Yeah.
the Vidiots podcast,
Well,
Podiots.
It still gets uploaded to the YouTube channel.
I suppose we can still say that, right? That'll just be an in-joke for people who were here
Yeah.
at the before times.
I'm getting a telephone call right now. That's good.
Are you really? Is it
Yeah.
your dad again? He called you last time.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. How you doing, Peter? You all right?
I'm all right. I'm just-
Okay, yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay. Yep. We.
It's the delivery driver. Claudia accidentally used my account, so
Oh,
I'm in charge.
you mean
Hang on.
you've been charged?
Yeah.
But where's he gone to? Oh, you're just calling Claudia.
Yeah. So sorry,
Well,
guys.
No, it's fine. We'll let you do this first.
Yeah.
It's important.
No, this is it's a
Whatever.
burger and donuts.
Oh, what a combination.
Very good combination.
Okay, you're
Sorry, I'm really sorry, guys.
No, it's
This-
fine. It's all right. This happens sometimes. Peter's on his phone now as well.
Yeah.
I'll just look for a thing while.
It's a conversational podcast. It's,
Where we-
it's a podcast where
Are we actually doing this?
where we obey the rules of the three U's,
I'm really sorry.
where everybody brings a thing
Claudia, answer.
along
To
to talk about. We've got some questions from you guys as well.
Yeah.
And this is now a weekly podcast, as you may have heard. I would like to start
Hello?
the podcast off by just saying that
Claudia?
that merchandise is now available.
Yeah. It's really good stuff.
Store.yogscast.com.
Yeah.
We've got hoodies. We've got a
Claudia?
new T-shirt.
That's how you can support us by
It's-
buying
she's-
the
Just
merch.
do that.
She's answered the phone, but it's just
Also
the sound of her walking.
It just gets worse and worse.
The VS1 shirt's back in stock
Claudia?
as well. If you want the VS1 shirt,
Yeah,
then
it
that's
used to
fine
be
as
an
well.
exclusive T-shirt, but it's now for
It's
some
now
reason
just available
come back.
all the time, so that also
Yeah.
works.
The delivery guy's here. Hello?
Shout.
Well, we're going to kick it off with a question
What the fuck?
from Tom Carey at AFC
Claudia,
17
you've answered
Carey.
the phone, but you're not talking.
What's the most expensive item of clothing you've ever bought? Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, it's
Yeah.
probably a suit.
Right,
There's
yeah,
people
me too.
talking in the background. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hi, did you get your food okay?
Yeah, I think he's outside.
Yeah, he is. Sorry, you're on the podcast right now as well.
Alright, bye.
Bye-bye. Why did she answer for a minute?
Very strange.
I think he's outside. He is.
It's a conversational podcast.
Yeah, it's where we basically obey the rules of the three U's, where everybody brings a
thing along to talk about.
My name is Ben.
My name's Peter.
My name's Michael.
And we've got some questions. We've also got some things, obviously, to bring along too. Would like to start off by saying that merch is now available. Please go and buy it. Would really appreciate it.
Make yourself look swaggy for your daddy.
The Chanel and our endeavours,
Yeah.
our political manoeuvrings. Because
absolutely.
how are we going to finance our campaigns?
Campaign.
How are we going to finance our campaigns if we've got no money?
Oh, that's just ridiculous.
Give us your money.
We'll
Do
directly
it.
funnel sales into AK-47 purchases to,
Yes,
take over
those
the
are
government.
important ones. That's the biggest political motivator in Africa, didn't you? You knew that.
Buying AK-47.
Buying AK-47s. If you have enough of them, then you win.
Oh, I see.
That's how it
That's
works.
right.
Sick.
Something
Okay.
that we're
Wow.
looking to employ as well, but we just don't have enough AKs currently.
Well, we'll
yet.
get there. We'll get there. It's a slow process.
With your help, we will, of course. Right, first question is from Tom Carey at AFC17. Carey, what is the most expensive item of clothing you've ever bought?
Ooh.
I don't spend money on clothes. I'm wearing jeans with holes in the crotch, and my shoes have holes in.
Yeah.
My most expensive item of clothing are my Comme des Garçons Converse.
How much were
The
they?
Hearts ones. I think £110.
Whoa!
Yeah. For Converse as well, it's a bit of a rip-off, but I really like the design.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever spent more than like 100 quid on an item of clothing. I as you were saying before, Ben, probably just like a suit at some point.
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
bought a suit a few months ago. It's like 150 quid odd, like
Yeah.
200 quid. But even that's on sort of the cheaper end for
Yeah,
a suit.
like a
so-
suit, that's normal.
I think I've like occasionally spent like upwards of 50 quid on shoes, on a pair of very good shoes.
I guess
but-
the most commonly expensive item is a coat, I guess. Usually,
Yeah.
Yeah,
a
that's true.
A
I've
good
got
coat
a
could be like
coat,
upwards
yeah.
of 100 quid.
Yeah.
Or if you're a fancy bastard, you get like a Moncler for like 600 quid.
That's mental.
Yeah, no, I don't tend to generally spend much money on clothes, especially because most of my clothes I ask for Christmas and birthday presents because I don't even care about choosing anything. It's just like,
yeah,
so-
surprise
you
me.
probably know
It's
better
fine.
than I do. Just buy me a T-shirt if you like for my birthday, and then I get
Yeah.
loads from family members and stuff.
Saying that, I spent that money on shoes, but I've been wearing the same underpants and socks for about 2 years now. I just kind of refuse to buy any because it feels like such a boring,
That's what
expensive
Christmas is. Christmas
yeah,
is
Yeah,
for.
exactly.
That's what I'm hoping for this year. I need to tell my parents because
Yeah, you
last
do.
year I was silently hoping they'd get me some, and they got me like
That's something that's
some
so
Simpson
good
socks.
as adult Christmas.
Yeah.
You just make a list of boring things you need and just get them.
Yeah,
And it's great.
because like when you're a kid, you think why like that's so depressing that like Dad has got socks for Christmas, and
I
you
was
know that
so
like
excited to get these socks
Yeah.
and post some tat, like these odd ones. I still wear them.
Because
Like,
that's
they're
the
great.
thing. As an adult, these things cost money and they're fucking boring.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be spending your money on a spoon, a single spoon.
Yeah.
And like we buy the fun shit when we can afford it, and we just delay the buying of important shit that we need
Yeah.
until other people can pay for it for us.
Exactly. I remember when I was at university and I was the last person in my shared house at the end of the school year. And we'd run out of gas because we had
Oh,
like
shit.
a little top-up thing.
oh
So I couldn't use the oven. And I really wanted some fish fingers. So I cooked them in a cheese toasty maker.
right.
And that worked. From frozen, it cooked them real
Where's
good.
this connection?
But that's the kind
yeah.
of thing.
What's this got to do with socks?
That's the kind of boring adult stuff that you can
yeah.
avoid doing
right.
when you really want to spend money on pizza and video games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just put
make
your fish
do.
fingers in a toasty
Exactly.
Did it work?
Oh yeah, big time.
Okay, good.
It was great. It was
Might
one
bear
of the
that in mind.
best sandwiches I've ever had. Well, you won't because you're not allowed fish anymore. But shit. But if you could, then you could.
So that's the most expensive item of clothing Ben has bought.
Yes, a cheese toasty maker with fish fingers in it.
I have so many holes in my underpants and socks. It's bad.
Yeah, I get told off.
Got a little
by
dingle hole. in
My
most of
loved
them.
ones for continuing to wear things, especially when like I don't actually like having holes in socks, but what I don't care about is when there's still that complete mesh.
Oh, those are bad, Michael.
Yeah,
see,
I've started
like
to whip
that.
my socks out.
Threadbare.
They do have holes in, like
Oh, there's one.
yeah, but like when
I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, it's all floppy. Sorry, I'll
But
put my
when
socks
like
back
the
on.
sort of the fluff, like the thread and the fluff wears away, but there's still that sort of mesh left over that is completely intact, I still wear that. Like, that's not a hole. That's just very thin.
Yeah, sure.
It's soon to be a hole.
Yeah, it will be a hole.
As soon as it becomes a hole, then it's an issue. But
Yeah.
like until then, that's good. You got a sock going right there, friends.
Yeah, look, in World War II, that's what they would have been doing. They would have been painting gravy onto their legs. And that's what they used to do.
What?
Really?
You don't know about this?
No, I don't
They used
know
to
about
paint their
this.
legs with gravy granules instead of... Because like, there was a...
What? How do you paint With gravy granules.
Well, like they would mix gravy granules. I think it was gravy. It was probably like browning sauce or
Oh.
something.
Oh, fuck off.
I threw that away. I don't want that in my flat.
No, I bet. But because there was like a shortage on certain materials because of like making parachutes and shit, a lot of women went without stockings, which was a little bit like, oh, you shouldn't be without stockings.
No,
so they would essentially paint their legs brownish, so
Oh.
they looked like they had stockings on.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. Would it not stain their skin?
No, I don't think so. It would just wash off. Or, in fact, I don't think they even painted the whole leg. I think they did a thin line up the back of their leg where the seam of the stocking would have been.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
Yeah,
interesting.
something like that. I don't really know the full thing. but-
That's weird.
Paint me in gravy. That's how I want to die. Just so my skin can't breathe. And I
I want to
drown in gravy.
suffocate in gravy.
like in Goldfinger, but with gravy.
But with Goldfinger. But
Gravy finger.
who was in Goldfinger? Who was the actor that was playing Bond at the time?
It wasn't
Sean
Piers
Connery.
Brosnan,
Sean
was it?
Connery.
It wasn't.
Yeah, penis Brosnan.
Yeah.
Is there a
Pierce
gravy
Bronson.
pun to do with Sean Connery?
No.
No, it's not.
We'll come back to it. Next question. This is from Jim, the one of Emmy. It's
The
a
one
one
of
word.
Emmy.
It's difficult to know
One of Emmy.
what the different
Where the
words
spaces
are.
are.
Yeah,
Make me one with Emmy.
yeah, but then it's at Jim, the one of many. So I'm not really sure.
Right.
Not really sure what's going on
Okay.
there. For those of us who were not watching until after you left Name Redundant, can you tell us how Billy came to be?
Yes. We were playing Disney Sing It.
Sing it.
Sing It.
Yes.
Which I had been hoping was going to feature songs such as Under the Sea or Be Prepared from The Lion King.
Yeah,
No.
Disney
Unfortunately, it was Disney Channel, which
Yeah.
was
Oh,
mostly High School Musical and Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
So we were scrolling through the songs, and there was one Billy Ray Cyrus song.
It wasn't actually Breaky Heart, though.
No, it wasn't actually Breaky Heart. It was something about like he was kind of like letting go of his daughter, like letting her, you know,
Be a blossom into a
Yeah.
vibrant young
a
woman.
beautiful swan. Yeah.
Yeah.
And as it sort of played this music video of him sitting on a chair with his guitar, and I said, God, he just looks like if he's not been involved in a scandal yet, then there's gonna be one eventually. And we said scandal pending.
Yeah.
Then later on in the video, we started talking about that again, and Ben out of nowhere goes, "Yeah, look at him. He's the kind of guy who says, yeah, I'm gonna cut loose. I'm gonna go to the aquatic centre. I'm gonna steal a sea mammal and call it Billy Ray Walrus." And then in the following episode, Ben came in with a Beanie Baby, the one that you know and love today,
Yeah.
Billy Ray.
Billy Ray Walrus.
And he had been born.
Our son was born that day.
Where did you
Yeah.
get the plush from? Was it?
Well, of course, he was born that way.
No. Yeah.
but Toys R Us.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. It's
No
sad.
longer.
It might
Oh,
not
no.
actually have even been a Toys R Us. It's some other toys shop.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Are you okay?
No,
No,
because it's over.
It's back, isn't it?
It's not
Well,
okay.
it's,
Toys R Us
back
back.
online,
Is it
isn't
back?
it? I think you can now
Oh,
buy
it's like
from the website.
what's it called? Woolworths with their
Yeah.
pick and mix
yeah.
online. What's that about? Why can you buy pick and mix online?
Oh, all of pick and mixes were good. There was like a whole island of sweets.
Yeah. God.
Yeah,
Good
but that's
old
how
times.
Billy was born. He was born a couple of years ago. Just brought in one day after a pun.
Yeah, that's all it
And it
was.
spiraled out of fucking control.
Hasn't
Look
it
at this
just?
room.
I mean, it already went pretty mental while we were still at Name Redundant, and then we sort of decided to build a channel around it, and look what happened.
Whoops.
Exactly what we expected.
We just literally got a room full of walruses now.
Yes.
pink walruses.
And arts and crafts and things.
Yeah, it's
And
cute.
that's it. I think, what did someone describe our channel as? That I thought it was really appropriate. I think it was something like children's Saturday morning TV, but for adults and
Yeah.
really stupid.
That's all right,
that's,
isn't it?
That's exactly kind of what we
I
are.
think someone, I don't know if it's the same person, but someone said on Twitter or YouTube that it was like Live and Kicking, but you can say cunt. Which
Well,
is
we
very
couldn't to
true.
begin with because we had like 3 complaints when we said the C word the
Yeah.
first time.
Did we?
Yeah. They were like, I watched this with my young daughter, and it's like, well, you shouldn't anyway
Yeah,
because
that's-
we use other foul language. But anyway, view at your own peril, I suppose.
Can you imagine a 3-year-old watching us?
Well, we've had
They do.
Tell Your Friends
Oh,
from them,
yeah.
haven't we?
Yeah,
we
which
know
are
Dainton is
usually
6.
Hi,
very,
Dainton.
very adorable, but still,
Little concerning.
yeah.
Hopefully, we're not moulding those individuals.
God,
into-
they'd be fucked up.
yes, they
Like,
would.
you corrupted me over this year to
I
like,
know.
a terrible degree, let alone a very impressionable child. What? Just think of the children.
What would the Toys R Us kids song? What would the Vidiots kids
I'm a
song? be?
Vidiots kid. I'd sick on all the time. Just constantly. That's all they do.
I am from Stoke-on-Trent. I think that will be it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was that question. Who would like to do a thing?
I can just talk about my thing.
Yeah.
Well, we can all talk about
Go on
our
then.
things.
Go on then.
Go on then. Come on then.
Go on in.
Pets.
The universe.
Yeah. I just want to talk about our old family pets. We've
Okay.
had. Well, actually, no. Let's start off with what would your dream pet be if you could have any animal?
What a question. Is it like, does it have to be a real animal, or are we creating our own?
Oh, I would like a real animal.
Okay.
Okay, you've got an idea though, haven't you, for a fate?
No, not specifically. I just wondered if I was going to have to start thinking about fucking chimeras, like just bolting various animal parts together. But let's not overcomplicate.
We're staying within
it.
the real world.
No,
here.
we're not constructing. It's not build a pet.
No, maybe just like a really, really loyal, intelligent, but not overly aggressive wolf. It's like a dog.
Yeah,
but
just fuzzier.
super protective. But I also want it to be as smart and trainable as a dog. So like
yeah.
I can teach it to do whatever I like.
Yeah. It's a dog, but it's the wolf on
But
the
it's just
outside.
giant. Yeah.
Yeah, like a wolf with a Labrador brain. That'd be sad.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Aw.
Oh my god.
Oh, Labradors are
image.
really thick, aren't they? Like, are they bred for that? Like,
What, to be thick?
What the
Yeah.
thick boys?
no, pheasants are bred to be really stupid
Yeah.
for hunting. Like, they breed them to make them stupid.
Not
so
very good at flying.
I don't
really.
know. I don't think.
They're good at fucking getting hit by cars.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
just-
really good at that.
Yeah.
They're good at walking
Car.
into the road as the car is coming. So
Yeah.
they're standing on the edge and they're like, "Oh shit, there's a car coming. Better go under the wheel."
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Yeah. God.
I really want parrots again.
You want parrots again?
Yeah.
What's your flat policy on parrots?
Well, we're not allowed any pets at all. So the ferrets, we have to hide them for now. But that's
Should you even
shit.
say that?
Or maybe
What
my
if your
landlord's
landlord
watching.
listens?
Oh fuck!
I can bleep it if you'd like.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
So we have to keep the beep, beep.
Beep beep beep.
Which kind of implies that there are pets in my flat.
Yes, a little bit.
Even if it's
I'm
bleep.
Michael Johnson. There are pets in my flat.
They were just looking after them for a friend for the entire
Yes.
tenancy.
Yeah, I think that's
That's
fair.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. That's okay. That's fine.
The problem with parrots is you need to own a house for them or live in a detached house, preferably, because of the fucking screaming can be bad. Like,
Imagine your parrots mimicking you.
oh god, that'd be awful, doesn't it?
Teach them that. Teach them that noise.
So
Yeah.
I love cockatoos, but I think you've probably seen videos of cockatoos. The little screamy bastards.
They're hysterical.
Yeah, they're
They have
really
a great
great.
time.
They're fun
Yeah.
to watch videos of, but like if you lived in a let's say an apartment building with a parrot, that whole floor would hate you. That that would just echo through the walls.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You can't stop. Imagine going out to work. You can't distract them. They're just going to start screaming, and that's it. I mean, I find it quite cute and endearing, but I'm used. I like parrots, so of course I'm going to like this deafening screams.
Of course. It's
Yeah.
part and parcel of owning a parrot.
Yeah, that's
how it
just
works.
what you expect. Don't buy a parrot unless you can't deal with screaming, boys.
What would
Girls.
you have, Ben?
I would have a Siamese cat.
A Siamese cat,
A
really?
Siamese cat, the ones with blue eyes.
Yeah.
And,
And
slightly,
conjoined in the middle.
Yes, yeah, joined in the middle.
Yeah.
Like so,
Two
basically,
Siamese
dog
cats.
cat. I'd like a dog cat, from the TV show, Dog Cat.
Cat dog.
Cat dog.
Dog
Well, it depends
cat.
which way you're looking at it.
Yeah,
really.
if he's walking backwards.
I'm team dog cat.
Right.
My parents have a neighbor on the road who has a Siamese cat called Izzy, because when he was young they were always asking where is he, and so they called him Izzy, and he's like this beautiful like talkative little cat with like really soft, like it's not fluffy but like really smooth fur.
Talkative
that's
cats are
slightly
good
darker
cats.
brown and with like these bright blue eyes, and I just think that'd be a nice cat.
I'm just Google imaging Siamese cats right now. They are cute.
They're short haired and.
Yeah, no, they're cute. I like them. They're little dark faces.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
They got socks as well. That's nice.
they do have socks. Socks. Yeah, so I'd probably have a Siamese.
Oh, you had a very straight and well prepared answer.
That was
ready.
very good, even down to the breed.
Yeah, well, I googled it because I was like, I can't remember what that breed is called because I haven't thought about it for a long time. I haven't seen Izzy for a while. I don't know where is he? I don't know where is he? I don't know where he is. Yeah.
Have you
Yeah,
seen the really offensive Siamese cat in the Aristocats?
No, what does he
Oh
do?
God, does he do accents and stuff?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, okay,
He's
cool.
got very
Oh.
narrow eyes.
We are Siamese, if
That's
you
the
please.
different film. That's Lady
That's
and the
also
Tramp.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's also a good
Oops.
representation of Asians in Western media.
Yeah.
How come Siamese cats became Asian? I don't know.
Because it's Siam, which is what Thailand is now. We used to call Thailand Siam.
Oh, shit.
Which is also why Siamese conjoined twins are called Siamese, because like a sort of the first world famous pair of conjoined twins were from Thailand or Siam. So, but the one in the Aristocats.
No.
Hang on.
Every time we talk about anything, you have a fact. Fucking gravy legs.
Gravy legs and
Siamese
Thailand.
twins.
Yeah.
What the
Look,
fuck,
all
Peter?
we know is that we can't go against Peter when we're playing Trivial Pursuit.
No,
at
'cause
Christmas,
you'll literally
there's
know
no
everything.
point.
Well, questions like this never come up. It's always like, who won the World Cup in 1998?
But who did?
I don't know.
It was France. Fuck you.
Great.
See, now I know something.
In the Aristocats, there's this caricature
I've got to check
Siamese
that
cat.
now.
What? Who won?
Yeah.
Right.
It probably will be France. That's a safe bet.
I know it was held in France. Anyway, sorry.
And they turn up at the house at the end where there's a bunch of cats and dogs like playing jazz, right?
Yeah.
And this Siamese cat plays the piano, and halfway through the final musical number, he pulls out some chopsticks and plays the piano using his chopsticks.
Of course.
I think that might have even been removed in recent versions
It was
of
replaced
the.
them with carrots.
Shameful.
Yeah, I think they decided this is probably not okay.
Probably, yeah, we should probably just glaze past this.
Yeah.
Couldn't even think of the word. Glaze over it.
Glaze past it.
Glaze, just
glazed
glaze
on it.
right past it. Glaze through it, even. If you
Who
can.
won the World Cup in 1990?
It was France.
Well done.
Nice,
Thank
well
you.
done.
I'm impressed.
What's everyone's favourite kind of donut? You said
France.
glazed.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
French.
French
Yeah.
donuts. What's everyone's favourite kind of donut? Because you said glazed and I'm thinking about that now.
Oh,
I really
are you
like-
thinking about those donuts at home? She better be saving you some donuts.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
If she's ordered two and not...
What place sells donuts and burgers? Just out of
Yeah,
interest.
that's a good
it's
point.
VX. It's a vegan place. It's
Ah.
just like, hey, we got really nice cookies and shit. Very
Was
nice.
it a heavy takeaway or was it quite light?
Quite a light one, just
Quite light
burger and donuts.
Right,
So
yeah.
there's nothing heavy
The
about
guy
this
on the phone
takeaway.
said, "There's no rush."
It's really,
Yeah,
just
oh,
put
I
it
can
down
carry
or
this
I'll
with one
put
finger.
my back out. It's really heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I love just a shitty Tesco 5-pack of donuts for
No.
55p.
That's exactly my
Custard.
answer.
I like the custard one.
Morrison's powdered jam donuts are so fucking good. I hate like craft donuts. I'm usually I like the esoteric hipster shit of everything.
Yeah.
But donuts, not that I can eat them anymore. But the like just the cheap ones are so good. Just that soft dough filling. It's like you don't need anything fancy there.
Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, I like those, but also in the basic family, I really like the ones that are just round and smooth, like bagel shaped, as opposed to a big lump with jam in it.
Yeah.
And are just very glazed with that sort of sugary whatever it is that
Like
they
the
put on
Krispy
them.
Kreme, just de facto normal.
Yeah, exactly.
donuts
Just
are
like
really
the base.
good.
It's just really nice.
Because you glazed right past it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just glazed right over it.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of dough with some nice sweet glaze on it. And what more do you need?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I remember they used to do competitions. Not really competitions, but occasionally it would be like, can you eat this donut without licking your lips? Be like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I got a free donut.
Whoops, I failed. Oh well.
Yeah, I'll best try again. Ugh. Why am I fat? I don't understand.
I was in London early in the year, I can't remember now, but we went to Camden Market and there was like a really fancy looking donut stall there. So I paid like £4 for this really fancy donut. And it took one bite. I was like, this just tastes awful. I was so disappointed. I did
really?
usually I just soldier on through and finish things, but this time I had to bin it. I had to bin
Such
it.
a shame.
Oh, that's a shame.
I could have bought like literally 18 donuts with that money from Morrison's or something.
Do you remember the Krispy Kreme I brought with me to Thorpe Park earlier in the year?
Oh yeah.
I don't want to
It's
think
sort
about
of
that.
It was
mushed.
left over. It was like at least 4 or 5 days old. I'd put it in a little plastic bag to bring with me, and it was all just sort of mushed in there.
The
and
chocolate would melted off and just
It
smothered the
looked a
bag.
bit nappy.
Was it?
contents,
Yeah,
didn't
well, it was
Looked
just
bit
it was a
nappy contents.
bag, and you couldn't really see the donut inside because the chocolate had rubbed all around the bag, so that it was opaque.
Yeah.
So it would just look like a bag of brown liquid.
Did we get that on video?
We did take video. It didn't make it into the vlog.
Oh, did it not? Shit, I should have put that in. Oh,
Shame.
It's disgusting.
It was
It's
really
probably
bad.
best that it didn't.
yeah.
It did look like he'd had an accident, really, or that he'd been caught short and thought, Well, I do have a bag in my pocket.
Yeah.
So.
And it just came out as grease.
But yeah, Siamese.
Yeah. That's so you're
Sorry, what was the question?
Siamese
Cat.
Siamese cat. Yeah, I think.
For God's sake. Right. Do we have questions?
We do have another question, and then we will move on to another thing.
A thing.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is from the King in the North at Ryan Turner. If you could bring back one discontinued food item, e.g. turkey Twizzlers, what would it be? I think turkey Twizzlers is immediately a fucking brilliant shout.
Yeah.
Those were unlike anything else for good reason, but they were unlike anything else, and I do miss that flavour.
Yeah.
I would bring back the old version of Tutti Fruttis before they took out all of the bad things.
Oh,
in them.
wait. I didn't
you've
realize
had-
to change them.
If you've not had Tutti Fruttis in the past, well, it's been a while actually. It might even be like nearly 10 years now.
Are they Nestles or are they Roundtree?
I think they're Nestles. I'm not sure. But anyway, I think they've basically removed all the artificial colorings and flavorings and preservatives, and they now taste completely different. They used to be delicious. It's one of those sweets where you want to put like as many different ones in your mouth at the same time and just eat them all together. And now
And they only ever sold them in the little bags.
yeah, they're
as
tiny
well.
bags.
Yeah, so you have to buy like 3 just to
Probably
get a
because
good
there's
meal.
just too much sugar in them.
Yeah, but now I think there's only like one color that even tastes nice, and all the others just taste really bland, just like wallpaper paste.
That's rubbish.
It's just a shame that they changed it.
Yeah.
I miss the white chocolate Cadbury bars, the Dream bars. They were really nice.
Dreams were good.
Yeah, Pete, that's all Peter used to be able to eat from Miniature
Heroes, and then they got rid of them. I know.
Yeah, that was a really nice. Like white chocolate in general was like it's all kind of the same, but I don't know, that one was just really nice and solid. It was available in every corner shop, and they took it away, the bastards. Surely there's a market for white chocolate. It seems weird for them to take it away
I
from
think
us.
so, yeah. Maybe it just didn't sell well, but I don't know why. It was one of those
I was
chocolates as
buying
well.
loads.
Yeah, I was keeping them going. It was one of those chocolates where like it feels a little bit more like a luxury than like some chocolate. Like Milky Bar is nice, but it just feels like it was like
It's cheap.
shat out by the Milky Bar kid himself.
Yes, yeah. He lays a big old milky log.
Yeah. Whereas Milka has that quality about
It's
it
just
where
thicker.
it's like, yeah,
Milky
it's
Bar, I don't know, the
creamier.
thinness just kind of ruins the
And Dream was
taste.
one of those where it just felt like you could put a
It's a
square of
premium
it in your
brand.
mouth, yeah, and just sort of let it melt in your mouth. Very good.
Full of every 10,000 taste.
Open your mouth.
Vanilla,
That's
the cream,
Warm it up.
warm it up.
Let's change the subject very quickly. Just very quickly, really fast. Let's glaze right past that.
Glaze over it.
Glaze right around it, all over it. And how about pretty much any breakfast cereal for children that exists now after the sugar cull of the last few years?
Yeah.
I think we've mentioned before that Sugar Puffs they're Honey Monsters.
Honey
Can't say
Monsters.
that. Can't say that. We
Sugar
had to
Poofs.
bleep loads of it last time, didn't we? The Sugar Gaze.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't call it that anymore. It's Honey Monsters.
Yeah.
They don't taste anywhere near as good as they used to.
Sugar sinners.
Sugar sinners,
Sugar
exactly.
sinners.
Yeah.
Sugar not going to heaven.
No, exactly. Definitely not. Sugar only
Sugar
one sexuality.
abomination.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, they've had to change it to honey linears, haven't they?
So honey linears don't even taste like honey or sugar anymore.
no.
They just because you could
They still smell of piss, though.
well, that's the thing, and they make your piss smell of them.
yeah.
Which is
Oh yeah, because my mom used to eat sugar puffs all the time. Sorry, honey linears.
Yeah.
and
Honey linears,
The
yeah.
bathroom would always smell of sugar puffs.
yeah, it does something to your piss. I don't know what it is.
Like
but that's-
asparagus, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still the case though. So honey linears are just nowhere near as good as they used to be because I remember the sort of please forgive me.
Yeah.
The puff. You used to be able to get those, but like non-sweetened. Like I think supermarkets used to sell it as a cereal of their own
Right.
brand. And I think I was cruelly tricked into thinking, oh, cool, puffs.
Oh, no.
And
But they weren't sugar.
oh, gays.
They were just...
But yeah, they were really linear, and they just didn't have anything about them, and that's what these taste like now.
Oh, that's sad.
Also, Kit Kat Crunchy, their peanut butter and caramel varieties that were around like 5 years ago were really good.
The peanut butter one's still around, I think.
Are they?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
seen them in shops.
I
yeah.
love the caramel ones. I miss those. Finally,
I want to. Can I talk
no,
about
go,
cereal?
go, yeah.
Are Golden Graham's still around? Are they still
Oh,
good?
I don't know.
'Cause
I never
love-
had
Graham's.
Golden Grahams.
Like cinnamony cereal's so good. Oh, I like Crave as well. Just little chocolatey
Crave's
pillows.
still about.
Maybe Graham is no longer with us. That's sad.
Golden Graham not.
It was in his golden years, after all, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's not Silver Age Graham.
No.
there was a tuck shop at my school.
Talk.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. God, I opened myself up to that, didn't I?
You did.
There was a tuck shop at my school.
Just hear
and
Dave running in the distance.
No, he's literally the other side of this wall as well.
Yeah.
Which is a funny. I could knock as a secret knock, and he'd come running any second.
Oh, your lad's got to talk.
You guys, do you want a drink? Can I take a drink order?
Tea?
There was a tuck shop, and it used to sell all manner of sweet treats before Jamie Oliver came and ruined it. For
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And it seemed like it was the kind of mass-produced stuff that you could get everywhere, but it wasn't branded. So they had like this really soft, fluffy, like
Flump.
sponge cake, not flump.
Oh, cake.
Ooh,
with
cake.
like a thin layer of icing on the top and like sprinkles on
Oh,
it.
like the classic school cake.
Yeah, that was like really good.
Oh, there's
then
a
they
recipe
did
for that online.
like ring donuts, and they did cookies, and cookies were like 25p, and they
fuck
were
yeah.
like the size of your fist. It was,
Chocolate, like cornflake nest things.
Yeah, yeah.
The other ones. Like,
Oh, they
I
were
whatever
so
want
were
that
good,
to
called.
yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
Where's that gone?
Yeah.
They used to
Jamie
sell a
Oliver.
little bag of chips for 45p. God, the prices of everything has gone up massively, hasn't it? Because
Well,
that
it's
seems
just-
actually ridiculous by today's standards.
It's just the way that
I know it was a subsidised canteen, but even so, like, it just seems silly to spend 45p on chips now.
I remember going to the corner shop after I got off the school bus in the evenings and being able to spend, like, if I spent more than 30p on a single, like, pack of sweets, that was a lot.
Yeah,
You know, like,
a 50p mix-up was like, fuck, I'm going all out tonight.
usually you could spend, like, 28p and get, like, a tube of fruit polos or something.
Yeah.
And now, probably like a quid for that.
10p used to get you those thin, like, what they called? They're sweets. They're, I can't really
Flying
like,
saucers?
No, they're the shape of rulers, but they aren't that long.
They're like, yeah, I don't know what they're
You
called.
know what I mean?
but
They're
like,
quite chewy and hard
and fizzy.
They had different varieties. There was like a Vimto one.
Oh, those, yeah. There's like a refresher,
Yeah.
and like a fruit salad and a
It was
blackjack.
It was like that long. Came in a little packet. You ripped into it, and it was a hard but slightly
Just a
bendy thing, and
chewy,
it
sort of
warmed up in your mouth.
taffy kind of.
Yeah. That used to be 10p, and I used to go down to the
Yeah.
shop at the end of the street to get those for 10p when I was at school.
God.
Many years ago now. So old, right?
Yeah.
God, gonna die soon.
Well, unless there's another thing to talk about. My thing
Yeah.
is
Oh.
semi-related.
Go on.
I just want to say my favourite sweet, actually.
Oh,
you
please
know
do.
those fizzy bottles that are pink and blue, like the most sugary,
Oh,
sweet
yeah.
They
things
make
ever.
your mouth froth,
But
like
it's so
properly.
good. Like, oh yeah, I used to go climbing a lot, and I had like a tuck shop there, and like not I just
That's why you went.
just
Tuck shop was great.
Well, literally, yeah, like it was a rock climbing place, not just climbing up
Yeah.
normal places. I used to steal a pound from my mum's purse every time I went, so
Oh,
I could
you
buy
bastard.
some. One time she found out, I was like, Michael, I was like, oh shit.
I think they were called just pink and blues, weren't they, or
so
something?
fucking
Yeah,
nice.
they were good.
That was literally the only, for the same sort of reason, if that's the only reason you went climbing. That's
pretty
the only
much
reason
was.
I used to play rugby, is because on game day there was a free hot dog for everyone
Wow.
who took part. Yeah.
That's cool.
So that was
That's
my
free.
motivation.
Fuck yeah.
So, sort of staying in that same period of our lives, I wanted to talk today. It's not a Wikipedia. I wanted to ask you guys, who was the strictest or scariest or most dreadful teacher at your school, and why? Or what anecdotes do you have about being told off or scared or some unreasonable member of staff?
We had, I don't want to say his name because this is like probably borderline illegal, but you think he locked a girl in a classroom and turned off the lights?
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's pretty horrible.
God,
Yeah.
yeah. One of my teachers, once in a fit of anger, threw a cassette tape at a girl.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just bump.
That's not okay.
It's not okay.
No.
I think he
No.
had to take some leave.
Yeah.
Well, I went to a Catholic secondary school.
Yeah, me
I went
too.
to a very lovely primary school, Church of England, in the,
Yeah.
in a village.
Me too.
Really
Yeah,
lovely.
CV, yeah.
And I went to a Catholic secondary school because it was sort of like the only kind of decent option around.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some fucking hard asses in there.
Yeah.
Like we had a maths teacher called Miss Childs, who was like the traditional sort of. She must have been in her like late 50s.
Yeah.
Like a horrible grey long skirt.
Yeah.
With like pursed lips and a really tight bun at the back
Yeah,
of
I
her head.
can
Like
imagine.
you know,
Just a classic
like
teacher.
the type. Yeah.
Yeah.
She used to get. That's not a good environment to learn things.
No.
Are teachers born that way, or do they just evolve that way after
think
like
they
30
must.
years of
I
being
think
a
they
teacher?
come out wearing that, and
Yeah.
then someone goes, "Oh, my young little child's is going to become a teacher when she's older.
Shit.
Well, I then worked with her son at Marks and Spencer's several years later. I didn't know she had a son.
Master Child.
Her son was sorry.
Master Child.
Master Child.
Master Child.
Yeah.
Little Mr. Child.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Well, he was a bit older than me, but he was a prick. So
Okay.
yeah, I think maybe it just ran in the family, to be honest.
Yeah.
What about you?
I had when I was in primary school, there was a teacher just like that who taught maths, and she had like a tight grey bun. She was in her 50s and wore skirts and like frumpy blouses. She was called, I kid you not, Mrs. Gibbon. You would have had a laugh with that, Barry, I'm sure.
Did you know that means Willie?
Willie in the Vidiots lexicon.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even a sort of a thing that we pulled.
not an Urban
We've
Dictionary
made that
thing,
up
yeah.
ourselves.
And I didn't have her very much. It was a school where actually some of the classes were taught by different teachers, even though it was primary school, which was a bit weird.
Yeah. I'm
Unorthodox.
sure that's right.
Yeah. But she would teach maths. And I remember in my first week in her class, she was sort of saying, okay, this is what we're going to be doing this week. And there were these new kids at the school. And I heard them sort of saying under their breath, like, oh, that's easy. And I think I was trying to like make friends with these new kids, or like wanted to impress them. And so she carried on saying, and then we're going to do this. She was a horrible woman. I'm making her sound nice.
Yeah.
And then they were going, that's easy.
we're going to do this.
Yeah, then we're going to do this. And then the third thing she said, we're going to do this. And then I also went, oh, that's easy, to like get in with these kids.
Oh, no.
She heard me.
Oh, fuck.
Her eyes just fell upon me, and she went, what's your name?
Oh, God.
And I went, Peter Austin? And she went, stand up. And I went, okay. And
Oh my
I
God.
stood up, and she went, we do not want your comments, Peter Austin.
Oh, my
wow.
God.
And I was about, I think I was 7.
Imagine,
Oh.
I mean, it's just, even as adults now,
Yeah.
I cannot relate to that woman.
No.
Like, I
No.
can't relate to terrifying a child who's enthusiastic about learning.
Yeah.
What the
trying
fuck? It's
to-
not like you said, she went, and then we're going to do this. And you went, bet she's a right fucking bitch. Stand up. No,
What
it's
did
like,
you say?
I look forward to learning. Stand up. What's your name?
We do not want your comments, Peter Austin. I really remember her saying
Wow,
that.
that's really
vividly.
burned into you.
What a
The-
cow.
And the other thing is, so in secondary school, at the Catholic secondary school, I was walking along the corridor in the middle of class. Like, I think I'd been told to like take a note to someone or something, like to a different classroom.
Yeah.
So I was walking along the corridor, and coming the other way was the scariest teacher in the school, Mr. Bryant, who would stop people for their uniform and stuff constantly and like yell at them.
Yeah.
And he had this big box of textbooks in his hand, and he was coming towards these double doors, and I held the door open for him, and he came through, and he said, thank you, young man. And I said, that's all right. And he stopped and turned around and said, pardon. And I said, that's all right. And he said, that's not all right. You say you're welcome. I was like, what? Fucking hell.
Chill out.
I held the door open for you and said, that's all right. I'm sorry I didn't say you're welcome, you fucking arsehole.
God.
Jesus.
So, I mean, it didn't bother me. I was like,
Just
I
yeah,
must have
clearly
been
not. You're
16
fine with it
at this
now.
time, but I just thought, fuck you. That's just not a polite. You wouldn't say that to someone in the street, would you?
No, yeah. Imagine
You know?
if he's like, if you try, like teachers treat normal people the way they treat kids. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Just have their
Ridiculous.
It's awful.
I think I don't know if I've said this before on the podcast or on a video, but I was once like playing in math class with a ruler, just bending it as you do, because I was a fidgety kid, as
Yeah.
you even fucking imagine.
Right.
Just bending it, and eventually I snapped it.
Yeah.
And like teachers turned to me and said, "Michael, do you always do stupid things like this?"
And you said, yes, miss.
I was literally, well,
Fast
I was,
forward
like,
10 years and you're like,
I'm an idiot now.
still doing it.
What did you say to her?
I was like, in my head, I was like, yes, I do. And I was like, no, really should be. Which made me go buy a new ruler. 30 pence my own money to replace the ruler.
She made you go and buy a new ruler for yourself. But like,
It was a class ruler, but
I
Yeah.
see. Right.
yeah. I was just
Still.
that question of, do you always do stupid things like this?
yeah, but
I snapped a ruler. People do that all the time.
I think I've blocked a lot of those memories from my mind just
Yeah.
because they do scar you as a child.
They're not helpful.
Like you
are they,
don't
to your
grow
development?
from them. You're
No.
just like that makes me fearful of you, and it makes me resent you, and it will always make me resent you to the point where I have a moderate platform where I can call you out.
Exactly. I've been waiting for this moment to ask this
Miss
question.
Childs might be dead now.
Yeah.
That would be a fucking miracle. I think she's a witch. So who's going to...
Ding dong.
Who knows?
Am I right?
Oh,
The witch is
we'll
dead.
fucking see. Well, we had so many at my school, though.
Yeah.
Just because the nature of Catholicism tends to bring the worst out of people.
Yeah.
Well, in a sense, or certainly in teachers, I found a lot of all the ones who were the most religious tended to be the most strict.
Yeah, the worst, right?
Yeah, and I don't mind a teacher being just controlling a class, but you don't have to be an arsehole to do that. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a difference between being strict and like having control of a class.
Yeah. Because if the students respect you, they're not going to like dick about.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot more regulation now and that kind of thing. Like there's probably like strict guidelines, like don't shout at kids or something now. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you can't hit them or like threaten
Throw
them.
cassettes at them.
Or throw cassettes at them.
Yeah.
Like just explode in rage at
Make
them.
a 7-year-old stand up because he said that sounds easy. Mm-hmm. Fuck you, Mrs. Gibbon. Hope you're dead as well.
I think
You and Miss Childs dead in hell together.
God. I don't know. I can't remember if this is just something I read. No, I think this happened at our school. One of the kids was misbehaving, so the teacher told him to run laps around the field.
Oh my God.
And he had an asthma attack midway through.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's like I think like when he got told to do it, it's like no, I'm asthmatic, I can't really do that. It's like no, go out and do it now.
Yeah,
So he
you're
went
doing
out and
it.
did it and just fucking collapsed. And
God.
so it's like don't punish the kids by making them run around the field. I know he was a bit of a shit, but come on.
That's not good. Forced exercise is never good. No. That's a labour camp. I thought we were better than that.
The Nazis.
Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome.
Question time.
Yeah.
What weird thing you swear has happened to you that you can't explain and have no actual evidence for? This is from Alex Davey at @A_R Davey on Twitter.
Right. I mean, I've already talked about the grandfather clock that went off, even though the hands were pointing at a different time. It chimed the number of times as the actual hour that it was.
Yeah.
Chimed 4 at 4. Didn't even have any weights inside it.
Weird.
And various people were there.
And
But
you all
all I
heard
can
it.
do is tell people who weren't there that this actually happened, and they can
But
go.
you all heard it.
Oh, we all heard it. And we all looked at the other clock in the kitchen and went, "It's 4 o'clock." And it just went 4. And the hands are at like 10 to 8 or 10 past 8.
Yeah, what the fuck?
How did that
That's
happen?
so weird.
Nobody knows, and all I can do is tell people, and I don't have any physical evidence for it whatsoever.
I'm quite upset I've got no spooky occurrences in my life. I'm like racking my brains for them, but
Doesn't even have to,
Doesn't
be,
have to be
spooky
spooky.
necessarily. I've got one that that is my thing
Yeah.
that I'll talk about in a second. But like it can be just something that
Unexplained.
happened. It's like, why the fuck did that happen? That's weird.
I literally can't think of any. That's sad. Oh, there's got to be something just in the deep recesses of my brain. Recesses? Is that the word I'm looking
Yeah,
for?
recesses you might.
Yeah.
You can have a think if you like while I do my thing.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so once I stayed in a hotel and somebody pissed in my bed.
Of course. So this is a thing. Is this your thing?
This is my thing.
a thing.
This is
finally
my
happening.
It's also an answer to this question.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I did some trial work for Name Redundant in early 2016. And as part of that, I came up for a trial week in the office it was probably June, because the first, as it was known then, WCPW, Name Redundant's in-house wrestling promotion, which is a weird sentence and
Really
a weird idea, was running their first set of shows. And as a wrestling fan, I was like, oh, okay, well, I'd love to be there for that. That sounds really interesting. So I came up that week. They put me up in a hotel just behind the Name Redundant offices. And I went in on my first day. I don't think I interacted with you that much, but I interacted with our good friend Tom, award-winning director, Handsome Tom Ransom.
Oh,
yeah,
was
because
you in the office back
you were
then?
doing like wrestling videos that week, weren't you? Like,
Yeah, I was doing.
So you wouldn't have really interacted with me that much.
I was given a gaming VO to write, record, and then edit a video for, and Tom was on his trial at the same time as me.
Oh, cute.
So we came in at the same time, and then after work, a few of us went to the pub,
Yeah.
including Sam and Jack, and I had had Weetabix in the morning in my house in London.
Oh, God.
Then I'd got the train up to Newcastle, been a bit terrified and unsure of myself and not sure when, like, if there was a set lunchtime
Yeah,
or
that's always-
like when can I eat? I don't really know what to do. And so I hadn't eaten all day since my 2 Weetabix in the morning at like 7 a.m. And and I got very drunk, like
Yeah.
really, really drunk. Sam very kindly walked me across the road to a kebab shop to get like a burger. I then had a vague idea of where my hotel was, and I staggered up the hill to try and find it. Managed to check in, okay, got into my room. That's great. There were 2 beds in that room because I think on the last night Tom was going to be sharing with me, but he had managed to get his own hotel room for one night or something weird like that. But I was in there on my own. I then got into bed, pissed as can be, like absolutely drunk out of my skull. Woke up the next day to a dry bed in dry clothes.
As usual.
Yeah,
As usual.
Nothing
And
out
I
of
was
the
like,
ordinary.
this is fine. And the fact that I'm mentioning that I got really drunk that night is relevant. Because I then got up, went about my day, finished my working day at Name Redundant, came back to my hotel, sat on the edge of my bed all evening because it was E3 that time as well. So that I then caught up on the gaming conferences. And then as I got to get into bed, and I'd been sat on this bed all evening, got into bed, and it was wet. And I was like my mind started racing, like, why is this wet?
Yeah, what happened?
I then gave it a little sniff.
Yeah.
And it was definitely urine.
God.
And I thought, okay. So I stripped the bed, leant the mattress up against the wall, just so it could, I flipped it over and you could see it had come through to the other side a little bit.
Yeah.
God.
I was like, okay, so I'll sleep in the other bed. And then I woke up the next day and everything was dry. So this is my issue here.
It was a ghost piss.
It's because it was either a ghost piss that disappeared or a member of staff, because the bed was made.
Yeah.
That's the confusing thing.
Oh, so-
I went to bed drunk. I woke up in dry clothes in a dry bed. Then that next evening, or that evening, I was sat on the bed all evening. And then when I went to get into bed, it had been wetted with the bedclothes made over the top of it. And I don't know if I pissed in it
without knowing
it, or if someone else pissed in it, or if it wasn't pissed in at all, and for some reason I hallucinated the whole thing.
That'd be fun.
But there's no way that I could have actually pissed in it because I woke up in dry clothes on the only night that I possibly could have pissed the bed.
Yeah.
And it is just something that has mystified me ever since.
It's a real brain scratcher. I don't know. That's weird. There's no like
know.
easy answer there.
No.
I'm sorry.
No idea what happened.
I can't explain it.
It just doesn't add up. Somebody, potentially the staff that made my bed,
Just did a piddle.
pissed my own bed for me and then made the bed over the top of it.
Which is fucking. I don't know.
I don't
Just a
understand.
strange little gift for you.
Yeah.
It's weirded me out ever since because I can't explain it.
Well, rightly so.
I don't have a mystery. But I've got not even a pistory. It's the time I got
Piss story.
the time I got really drunk. Like, I think it probably was the drunkest I've been for quite a while I was visiting my parents. And I came back drunk, went to bed, and at some point in the night, I apparently got up and went in my parents' bedroom, opened the drawer, and pissed in it.
People do that apparently.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
understand how that happens, but
I just woke up in the morning to my dad, like, "Did you piss in the drawers?" And you know when when that's the first thing you hear when you wake up, like really tired. I was like, "Oh no!" I was like, "No, you pissed the bed." I was like, for 2 hours, I was adamant I didn't do anything.
Oh,
And eventually I realised, oh, maybe, yeah.
you start to sort of remember that a lot of people sort
I
of.
was like, Paco wouldn't reach in and piss in there. He wouldn't fit.
So wait, they didn't know that you did it, but they just in the morning there was piss in the drawer.
Yeah.
They didn't hear you come in and open up the drawer.
No,
and-
well, my dad sleeps in a separate rooms. I think my mum was away. Yeah, my mum was in Spain, so I just went to my mum's room,
Right.
pissed. And he went to get some clothes in the morning and was sodden.
Oh no.
My God.
People
Sorry,
do
Dad.
that, like people open wardrobes and piss into them, apparently, when they get drunk. It's a really weird thing.
My brother used to do that a lot when he was much, much younger. He used-
Sleepwalking.
Sleepwalk. Well, he'd know he needed to take himself to the toilet, but he wouldn't always get to the bathroom. Sometimes he'd go into bedrooms, or like he'd get to the bathroom and go in the bin in the bathroom.
Nice.
Like he always used to be so close. But
How
never
does he-
quite
How
got it.
you, why? But
Why-
if you
what?
can get as far as the bin,
Because I think he was so tired. I think
Right.
again,
It's a
it's
bit of
sort
confusion.
of sleepwalking.
Yeah.
And he was new to, I think, toilet
Sure.
urination. It was just I'm here, like I've done it.
Yeah,
I made
got
it.
to the bathroom.
Guys, I made it.
it's a bit like when a dog really wants to. If you're like, the rare occasion you can't let your dog out because you're out too long or whatever, and you get back and the dog dogs quite often piss right on the fucking doorstep.
Yeah.
Because they're like, this is as close as I can get to outside, so I'm going to piss right here.
Yeah.
Right by the door.
They tried their best.
They did. That's all they can do. Is I'm about 2 inches from the outside.
Little
There's just some
doorstop
wood in the way.
urination.
Yeah.
Yeah. Final question. This comes from Ben Dane Smith at Ben Dane Smith. If you were doing a supermarket sweep, what would be the first 5 items you'd go for?
Oh,
Well,
First 5
if
items.
it's like is it like a giant Asda?
It's supermarket sweep.
Because you would
Did they
just go
have
straight for the electronics, wouldn't you?
yeah. Did they have
I don't
stuff
think
other than
in Dale
food?
They
Winton
did.
Supermarket Sweep that they actually had like TVs and shit. A lot of people, weirdly, I seem to remember, would get loads of frozen turkeys.
Yeah.
because they're worth a lot, I think.
They're worth a lot of money. Yeah.
But did Dale Winton die?
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
shit, rip.
Sad.
What did I go for?
Last year, I think, was it? Or...
Frozen pizzas and ice cream. Just frozen goods, because I don't want
You
to
want
get
stuff you can stock up
I don't
on,
want to
yeah.
get loads of stuff that I have to eat immediately.
Alcohol.
Oh yeah,
That's
Oh,
expensive.
yeah, like
It
wine and
doesn't
shit
go
be
off.
good. Yeah.
vodka, two vodkas, 2 expensive frozen pizzas,
Yeah.
and a lot of ice cream.
Yeah.
That's what I'd go for.
I'd raid the make your own pizza counter. Does that count? Can I just get 5 make your own pizzas?
That's
Well, you're
It's
against
really
the
nice.
cost.
What about
but-
vegan cheese? You're the only one in there.
Yeah, that's the thing. And still, I'll get that vegan cheese eventually. What would I buy? What's like a treat? I like okra, but okra is super cheap anyway. Like I don't need to do that in supermarket.
What
cheap.
is okra?
It's a vegetable. It's usually found in like Indian cuisine and stuff. It's very tasty.
What
It's
about
got
the
a
vegan ice cream as well?
Oh fuck yeah! Because like Ben and Jerry's at the best times like £5. Then the vegan variety is just never a discount. That's like £6.80.
Yeah, that's
it's really
mental.
nice. But yeah, I'm not paying like £7 for a few bites of a treat.
I'd probably just get a load of like meat and fish that I can freeze, like
Yeah.
loads of steaks.
Oh, yeah, get like
Or-
fancy steaks like filet mignon.
Yeah, or like
No.
salmon, which there's a lot of nice stuff from meat
Salmon.
and fish that I don't get because it's like, well, I could just get some like really shitty cod for like half the price. Maybe do that. Other than obviously going and getting 5 TVs. And
I was listening to a podcast, Simpsons podcast the other day. I think at some point one of the characters in the show mentions kippers. So kippers, like I can picture it in my head, but I can't say the quote. And
Right.
all the American, there's like 3 of them there. None of them had ever even heard of kippers before.
Really?
And it was like,
Really?
oh, that sounds gross. I was like, how is kippers a British thing? Surely
Well,
not.
maybe.
No.
Kippers were fucking great though.
Kipper's a dog, right? Kipper's
Yeah.
a dog.
Yeah.
They call him Kipper.
Biff, chip, and kipper.
Floppy.
Yeah.
Floppy, as we were corrected on Twitter the
Yeah.
other day.
I think I must have been thinking of Kipper the dog, who
Yeah.
is a dog. But
He
it is
can
floppy.
do this. He could do that. He can do something which is more than any old cat could. Would
Yeah.
you like a dog, like a dog, like a dog, like a dog, like Kipper?
I don't really remember how it goes, but I remember what he
Kipper
looks
the
like. He's like
dog.
orange, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's got like
with,
a
a
little.
with a white muzzle.
And he
Oh,
walks
I'm
on 2
Kipper.
legs, I think.
Yeah.
Does he kind of talk like this? He's got a soft kind of.
Does he talk like that?
No, he's got.
I don't know
Can't
how Kipper
remember.
talks. I remember Spot the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, big yellow. I think he was meant to be like a Labrador puppy, but he's got a big brown spot on his side.
Oh,
He was cute.
that's delightful.
Yeah.
Claudia says she wants to apologise for that.
Oh, it's fine.
Well, we've rounded off how we began.
Yeah,
Very good.
precisely. Well, store.yogscast.com if you would like some delicious merchandise. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all.com/Vidiots
Official.
At This Is Rules Boss for any advice on rules. Just give him a
Hello.
tweet. He'll help you out. At Billy Ray Bottress for daily automated...
Sorry, I wanted to hear what Kipper sounded
Go on.
like.
Now which one shall I do?
Oh, yeah.
I shall
He sounds a bit like Right Defeating tune, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sounds like a slightly more grown-up Milo. Oh,
Now what should I do?
no. Bella.
Bella
Slight-
died
slightly
10
so-
years ago.
Yeah,
when I
her
was a child.
spirit lives on in me and the shrine I have under the stairs.
It hurts every day.
Bella.
At Billy Ray Bottress, daily automated tweets from the sad man himself. bit.ly/Vidiots Discord if you'd like to join the Discord and say hello to some people. They're there. They're waiting.
They're there.
They'll give you big hugs.
They will.
And leave us an iTunes review or a review/rating on your platform of choice. It helps very much. Something about algorithms. Who's got a question for the end of the show?
Maybe people should tell us about their worst teacher experiences. That'd be
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us their name and shame.
Oh shit! You remember ratemyteacher.com, the website where you could like You never go on that?
Jesus,
Yeah,
no.
you find your school and find the teachers and like people just leave anonymous comments about them.
Oh.
Some really fucking funny stuff there, but also some very lovely stuff.
It's like Glassdoor, but you just rate a teacher instead of a job.
Oh,
We're
that
saying-
sounds rife for
We're saying rate
mischief.
as well with a T, not with a P.
Oh god,
Rate.
yeah, of course.
Rate.
Rate my teacher. Ooh.
Oh, God, well, before you
microphone's
collapse your microphone again,
falling
it's
over
time to
all-
head off. We'll see you again next
the way
week for more Podiots. Stay tuned to the Vidiots YouTube channel and our social media for any news about what's happening.
Should we just have that instead of the outro music?
It's the...
Oh, The Apprentice. This was a total bloody disaster. You're fired.
Bloody
All I can imagine is Sir Alan Sugar, Lord Sugar,
Lord Sir Alan.
riding in sort of in fast forward mode on like a really small horse,
Like a lord should be. A small horse which has the face of Claude Littner, his advisor.
Claude Littner.
Claude Littner.
Well remembered.
Yeah.
Well, I
Nick's
watch
gone
it.
now, isn't he? Was Nick one of his advisors?
Yeah,
who's
Nick
gone?
and Margaret. Margaret?
Margaret.
They've both gone. They've both gone.
Margaret.
Now it's Karen Brady and Claude Littner.
Oh, Claude is the man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who did you think? Yeah.
I thought it might be a woman for a second.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No.
Right, it's time to go. Thank you
let's
for
go.
listening, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.